Hey, welcome to 512 Gridiron, everybody.
Yeah, welcome on Thursday night. We're gonna change up the schedule a little bit.
Yeah, we got football practices, so we got to get to that.
And
That's our
ball.
priority. Football practices, priority.
Yeah,
Everybody would understand that.
yeah.
Watches the show. It's a Gridiron show.
It's football.
It's football.
Football. We got practice. We got to be working. All right? No
Yeah.
call-in dates. No days off.
Right.
All right. What did Belichick say? No days off. No days off. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and we hope it aligns with your practice schedule as you're watching this, because the practice would be over at this point, right?
At this
8 o'clock
point, yeah.
usually?
By 8 o'clock, pretty much everybody's done.
Yeah.
Doing what they do. Whoever's participating, I'm sure a lot of people out there doing some conditioning and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's the way. If they're not, they better.
Right.
You know what I mean? Got to be ready.
Get it going.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
So we got a good show coming up right here.
Yes, sir.
We promised it out that we're gonna start getting more kids from around Tucson, Marana, Nogales, all these guys. We got to get them all out there, get them some exposure out on these podcasts, and we're gonna keep doing this,
Yeah.
Yep.
Our focus is that. I know we missed out on a week or two here, but you know what I'm saying, we want to make this grow and try to do a little bit better job. I'm really sorry about the audio stuff, man. I'll be on point. It's a work in progress, learning all this stuff. I don't do this at all or anything like that, but I love doing it, trying to do it. So you can understand that.
Yeah, but I mean, we do it like every other day or every 3 days. And some people kind of like won't tune in all the time. So we want to make sure we gather all our information and start lining up the show. So that's what we've been doing this past 2 weeks, is gathering stuff up. And I know we've been out there working. Had our first game Saturday with the spring team. So it's pretty good out there.
Absolutely. And so what's been going on? Tell everybody what's going on, what's on the schedule, what's on the list, what's going to be coming up. Well, where are we at right here in Tucson football?
In Tucson football right now, I mean, we're still here. I mean, you got TYF still, is still here, still plugging away. They just had a big time collaborate. They're going to collaborate with NYS Phoenix AYF. Okay, and then you got the Arizona AYF is also doing their thing. And long story short, all the games are going to be in Tucson. It's just two different things. I mean, don't read too much into that stuff, and we'll involve a couple Phoenix teams here and there. You know what I mean? And it's good to see guys. You got Coach Chanas out there, Chris always chiming in right there.
Absolutely, number one fan.
Going. Yeah, so but right now, Tucson youth football is strong, just as strong as ever. Okay, and we got this new league that's going on, and that's going to be going too. And granted, with all the other stuff going on, all the in betweens, all the political stuff that's going on with it. At the end of the day, it's all about the kids. That's what we want to concentrate on these kids, because they get lost in all the mix up of some adults that really don't know what the hell they're doing. I guess whatever. I'll be blunt about it. It is what it is. But you know what I mean? But we got guys like Ronnie Cox chiming in already. Hey, what's up, Ronnie?
What's up, Ronnie?
That's game time, baby.
Game time,
hey,
huh?
No, hey, what time is it?
Game time. I like Rodney's swag.
Yes,
He's cool. He's cool. I like
he brings
the way
that fire to the show.
Hell yeah. He's a fun guy.
Hey, we got one of his guys right here today.
Yeah, definitely do.
Right
Introduce yourself, youngin.
What's up? My name is Mateo Campos. I play linebacker at Marana HS. I'm a senior, and I'm just committed to Carroll University up in Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Woo! Waukesha. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I don't know what the hell Waukesha means, but hey, you're going to college, and that's what matters.
So go.
That's what matters. Hell yeah! And then you get to play football while you're at it.
Yep.
Heck yeah, man. Have you started packing up on sweaters and jackets?
Oh yeah.
And all that stuff. Yeah.
Thermals.
I just got a couple.
Yeah.
I just ordered one today, actually.
How was it? How was the recruiting process for that?
Naturally, with all of the recruiting and stuff like that, you gotta fill out the questionnaires and talk to the coaches, and then they'll like email you. Or like I actually got a few emails, and then Twitter is a big part of it. Big part of the recruiting process. So, like all the recruits have Twitter.
Yeah.
You set up a Twitter, and it's a good way for coaches to directly contact you. And my Twitter mainly is specifically for football.
That's important, right there. That's what we keep talking about. That's what Game Time keeps talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ronnie, we stayed talking after the show with Ronnie for like another hour, and he couldn't stress it enough, man. Just that Twitter account, and keep it clean, clean, no BS on that Twitter account. It's a lot of important information, and like I said, Ronnie has been on the money about everything on this recruiting process.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't know who he is, go check him out. Go check out his Facebook page. He does a what is it? Game Time Tuesday Talk Tuesday or something like that. Quick Talk Tuesday. Yeah. Very.
I've seen that a couple times.
Yeah. Definitely good information from him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So your son or daughter is in high school sports right now, and they're looking at continuing the process out through college, in whatever division it is. As long as it's college, you want to get connected with Rodney Cox with Game Time Recruiting and Consulting ASAP. Get with them. So you know what I mean.
Yeah.
How did it feel? What was your reaction when? We have also Mateo's dad right here, Mr. Ollie Campos.
Hey, everybody.
yeah. So we have him here. How did you feel, Dad, when you heard he started getting like recruiting? Because I mean, it has to like hit you like, oh dang,
It was kind of. I mean, it wasn't a shock. It's kind of always it's always been, to me at least, it's always been the goal. Use football as a stepping stone for the next thing to get to college. Yes. Because college is the end goal. It's always been the end goal. That's always been the hope, is something post school. Yep. And when it's when he started getting more traffic, because the offers kind of don't come and go. It's the traffic, like he's like, oh hey, this coach talked to me. This coach did. I'm like, all right, cool, and it started becoming more of a reality. And it just as it came, and then Austin, then the first offer hit, and I'm like, wow, this is really going. And then the second, because he got a total of 3, so the second offer hit. And I'm like, okay. And then the third offer, which is the one he ended up taking, was a Carroll one, and it was like, this is happening. This is legit. This is happening.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man.
So definitely. Wow. I mean, I know. Coach Jay Soto, out there, he's clocking in, probably watching right now.
Yeah.
Watching right now. He has to be very proud of Mateo, because I remember Teo. We call him Teo. Right?
Oh yeah.
We call him Teo.
Still call him Teo.
That's it. And I remember watching you play, and you are a result of the process. You stuck with the process. I mean, Teo, he wasn't that kid that stayed on the field all damn day. But you know what? He worked on it. Mm-hmm. He worked on it, and now this young man's going to college playing football.
Yeah.
Playing football and academic-wise.
It can be done.
And that is a true product of the process.
Absolutely.
So
we got to witness that in our own eyes, man. We seen him when he was like this.
Yeah.
And now he's like this.
Now he's big. I for those of you, I'm standing on a box right now. Standing on a box.
Come on, stand up and tell us what you got. Let's see.
Ah, damn.
Okay.
See? Yeah. Hey, the process is working.
Yeah,
the process is working. How did you feel when you seen that? I guess Carroll University was like just dead set on signing you up.
Right. So Carroll University, I talked to the coaches and everything for a while, and it was just kind of like a longer process. Some of the other schools, you text with the coaches, but Carroll University, Carroll, they wanted, before they offer anyone, they want to have a video call. So as soon as we set that up, I'd done all the stuff with the coaches, talked to them, met them. And then I got the video call. I sat down with my mom, my dad, and we set it up. And it was all of the coaches, the entire coaching staff.
Wow.
Even if they weren't together, it was like like a Zoom call. I forget what it was called.
Teams, Microsoft Teams.
Microsoft Teams, yeah. So each one had their own. There were some that were together, and I went around and we talked with all the coaches, got a feel for them, they got a feel for me, and we just kind of set it up. And then at the end of it, we came together and met with the head coach. And at this point, I already liked the school. I've applied and got accepted and all that, and got my financial aid package and got all that stuff done. And then once I sat down and actually met with the coach, that's when they officially had offered me. And I'm evaluating my options. I really like Carroll and how it was built and the way the team was going.
Yeah. What were some of the questions that they had asked you?
Well, naturally, any coach wants to know what do I think I can improve on, and what do I think I excel at, and just some of that stuff. And so, some other ones like that. But
Did they ask you any achievements that happened in Pop Warner?
they didn't actually touch on Pop Warner that much. They didn't touch on it.
Yeah, so the recruiters don't worry about what happened when you were 12, right?
No.
All right.
No.
Yeah. So there's some that are out there like, oh my God, but it is what it is. Excitement. You see your kid that's hey, it's just balling out, and you wanna get him out there. You know what I mean? But sometimes you gotta let that seed grow. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Right.
But
Plant it.
heck yeah.
Plant it and let it. I mean, plant it and let it grow. That's this is the exact example of that. We planted him at 7 years old, let him come up through, and this is where we're at.
Yeah. Heck yeah. So how was it at Marana High School? How was your experience at Marana High School, being a Marana Tiger? How was the football down there and the school experience?
Going into my freshman year, I was about 5'4". I was kind of in that weird spot between like linemen, and I was still trying to find a home for my position.
Yeah.
After my freshman year, I didn't get a whole lot of playing time. And then we got a new coaching staff. Our coach had left to coach Hamilton High School. He was an assistant coach or defense coordinator or something like that. So they started looking for a new coach. And at that point, I was kind of more set on defense. I was playing D-end. Then about 30 minutes before a game, my defensive coordinator, he came up to me and he's like, do you know linebacker? And I was like, not really, but I can learn. 30 minutes before a game, I learned a whole new position. They gave me basically the three main things: zone, man, and blitz. But they didn't really blitz me that much on that first game because I didn't know much. And I think I finished that game with 6 tackles and just kind of building my stats. And then after that, I just kind of learned linebacker from there and just went from there.
Yeah. So you worked out from in one position pretty much through your youth football time, your youth football years, and you go into high school. Did anything help you from youth football be able to make that transition to linebacker, like the way you were showed in youth football, or different experience you had in youth football that helped you with that transition?
Oh yeah, youth football it gets you like a feel for the game and a love for the game, and I had towards my end of my 13U year or whatever, I moved a little bit to linebacker, but naturally I was still shorter than most of the other guys, not that big. And it wasn't until right then my sophomore, junior year when I had grown, and it just kind of set me up to be in the right position.
Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, that's what I tell the boys. I said, I tell them out there, like, you guys are dead set on just playing this certain position. You need to be able to play several positions, be great at one, but also learn other positions, because sometimes, like, you want to be a running back, you go into high school, you got maybe 12 guys wanting to be that number one running back. Yep. And if you don't know how to play anything out, I mean, you want to beat that one, you want to be that guy, that dude, to beat everybody out. But at the same time, you want to play, and stay on the field. So you got to know like another position, because it comes in handy, right?
Right.
Comes in handy. Now somebody's going over here getting that education with it. So that's great.
What would you you're gonna be going to school for? So football doesn't work out, but what do you want to do just in case?
I actually I just filled out, like, paid the admissions fee and all that, and on it you can, like, obviously when you apply you put down a potential major. So right. I just put in for communications. I'd bounce around freshman year. I wanted to do photography, and then pretty much from after freshman year up until about my junior year, I wanted to do pre-law, and you just kind of bounce around. So
trying to figure out.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out, but I just put in for my communications because that's a good way to open up into other opportunities with jobs and out post graduation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well spoken. Kid right here, right?
Yeah. No, these young men are, I don't know if these teachers are showing them or if it's just coming from home. But a lot of these guys, they can talk. They know how to talk, and they know, and it's good. You can. We were joking about earlier. You'd be out there. We have some guys like, yeah, just ask every question. Do you run fast? Yeah, But yeah. So how excited are you, Dad?
I'm excited. I think as a parent, seeing that, Wisconsin and everything like that, it's like I'm in my head I'm thinking that's ridiculous. Like no, but I'm excited for him to see what he does and where he goes and everything, and kind of become himself. You know what I mean? Become Teo and turn himself into what he's gonna do. Yeah. You know, and as long as he's good with it and he knows that we support him 100%, and no matter what, and we'll be here, and so we'll be driving or flying to Wisconsin here soon. I already mapped it. It's 1,800 miles and 27 hours in a car, so I'm not looking too forward to it, but we'll make it happen.
Yeah. What would you tell parents out there that are coaches? What would you tell them going into high school? When your kid's leaving youth football into high school, because I know you made that transition. You were a coach with us for a while at the Tucson Raiders, and how did you make that transition from being a coach, always there on the field all the time, being able to have that one-on-one contact with them directly on the field, to being in the stands, juggling nachos and popcorn and a soda. You know what I mean?
It was hard at first. It was very hard because as a parent, you see the potential and you kind of see what you want to see out of them, and what they can kind of do, like especially like being at home. You see how what they do at home at work and everything, and sometimes it doesn't quite transition out, and it's like you got to do this, you got to do that. So off the side, I'm still kind of trying to coach them a little bit. But the best thing I can do basically is I tell them, hey, you need to stay in the program. All right, you go to whatever school you go to, whatever you're in, that's what you're in. So if the coaches that need you to do this, then you follow the program. You be that guy. Don't I may yell and scream out in the stands or whatever like that, but it doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what I do. You need to be that program guy. So if they tell you, hey, your job is D end, you do this, this, and this, then you do this, this, and this as best as you can. Yep. And that's the bottom line. It's like, if you go to a different program, then you are that program guy. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter anybody else, who else is in your ear, or, oh, I seen this on film, or I seen this on YouTube, or I seen this in the NFL, whatever that. It doesn't matter. You can pick up great workouts and stuff like that from some of those guys, but on the field stuff, you got to be that team guy.
Yeah, you basically got to be coachable.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, exactly.
That's what Jay said.
I know. Jay put it out there. Old Coach Jay right there.
Yeah. He's all over the comments. Look at him. I was like, man,
he's proud of him, man.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you guys think about that rule that passed today through the NCAA? And it's gonna go down to all the divisions that they're gonna have. All the kids, they have to have buzz cuts.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
It has to. It's
that's crazy
next month. Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's crazy.
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, you can have dreads. You can't have like long hair. You can't have ponytail. You can't have braids. None of that stuff. It's everything down. No beards and nothing. Because they were stuck on mohawks, weren't they?
Oh.
Tails like, you ain't cutting my hair, right? I'm just messing with you guys.
I'm like, wait. I gotta figure it.
I'm like, wait a minute. What? I'm like, whoa.
Trust me, I know when Coach Angel's on to something already. I'm following him already.
I gotta figure it.
He's like,
I was planning on cutting it anyway.
Yeah, were you?
Yeah, well, I'm donating it, so I'm going out to donate it.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Who are you gonna donate it to? What's the name of the charity?
It's not really a charity. It's a camp I go to over the summer for my sister. She had cancer and all that, and it's a camp we go to, and they basically it's a camp basically for the siblings and all that. And not last year, but the year before, me and some of my friends, we decided we're gonna grow it out and we're gonna donate it.
Yeah.
Well, this year we were going to donate it this summer, but they ended up canceling the camp because of COVID and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to grow it out, and then at the next camp I'm plan on donating it and all that.
Donate it out. Yeah.
That'll be right before I leave. So
yeah,
that's cool, man.
I remember we did a bunch of things out there. A lot of we had. I think I still have, or me or Sally has it. The big sign, the pink sign. Yeah, the Raiders when we went to the walk. Yeah, we did all that stuff. So yeah, and that's one thing that we still continue to support and all that stuff. So let us know, and we'll if you have any other things going on. I have hair barely growing, so I want to be able to donate. Yeah, but
you gonna go buzz all the way one, or are you gonna get a fade?
Probably a fade.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet.
Get that fade going.
Look at Coach Jay, he's all up in the jokes too. He's like. We gotta get Jay on there sometime.
On the Ocho.
On the Ocho.
But
That's
yeah,
funny,
so
man.
what would you tell the guys, Tail, the young kids out there that are going through what you went through in the youth football? What is some advice that you would give some of those kids that are kind of maybe doubting themselves, second guessing themselves on, and sometimes being discouraged because they're not being put in other positions and stuff like that. What would you tell them?
You just gotta stick with it. Ultimately, stick with it, and you'll grow and you'll learn, and it's not gonna come all at once. And you'll pick it up, and eventually, just like I said, plant the seed and just let it grow.
Yeah.
It's not all gonna work out. You're gonna have your ups and downs, and yeah.
Just stick with it.
Yeah. I mean, one example coming up, I think, and I was just popping my head or whatever. So all through youth ball, he was a O lineman, D lineman. Mm-hmm. Now we're talking about him as a linebacker. I being around youth ball as long as we've been around, I can think of two kids off the top that come to mind. One kid was a quarterback coming up to youth ball. Now he's a D lineman. Yeah. Another kid who was actually, I'm not gonna drop names, but he was
drop names.
I can't think of I just lost my name. Thanks. Good thing. I just lost my name. I know Jay knows what I'm talking. As soon as I say it, Jay knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. But he all through youth ball, he was a linebacker, he's over at Ohio State now as a DB.
Oh, Lathan.
Lathan.
Yeah.
All through youth ball, he was this knockout killer linebacker. But now he's in college D1 as a DB. So I mean, your body's changed. So anybody who's I'm the small guy, I'm the little guy, I'm the slow guy, whatever that. Just work, and good things happen.
Yeah, trust the coaches.
Yeah, trust the process.
Yeah, the process that goes with it. Yeah.
So what's your diet like, man? What you been eating? What's your workout schedule look like?
We might want to mute this.
What's your favorite thing to eat?
Well, I work at Taco Bell, so depends on whether they have the limited time offers. But I haven't actually.
Angel said, "Which one?"
Which?
Where's that?
So I haven't drinking I haven't sat down and drank a soda in forever. I don't even it's been a few years. And as far as I don't drink soda. I'll mainly stick to water, teas, stuff like that, basically. As far as diet goes, I like to eat protein. I like a lot of protein.
Like what?
Well, every Monday, Smoothie King down there, I pass by the school. They have a special for the 32 ounce, which is like the medium, but it's still kind of big. It's $5.
Yeah. So I've been in there.
I go through the menu.
Shout out to Smoothie King. Sponsor?
Yeah. So I know they have some good protein shakes and stuff like that, and I'll get one of those on my way to school or after track practice, because right now I'm running track. So we just had our first meet yesterday. We won. I actually came second in my heat for the 100, and it was 0.01 second.
That's awesome.
That's
man.
how much I lost by. It was neck and neck.
Another point Rodney said to play other sports.
Multi-sports athletes.
How important is that?
That's something I've heard all growing up, and I didn't really take to it until right after my sophomore year when I was battling a shoulder injury. And then I was like, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do track, and I ran track for I ran the 100 and the 200. My junior year, we had about 2 meets in, and then COVID happened. So now I'm coming back and working on all that.
Yeah. How was school for you during COVID? I know being a senior,
yeah,
no prom or none of that stuff.
They canceled the prom this year. And all that. We actually just got word that we're gonna get somewhat of a graduation. We're allowed 4 guests.
4
guests, and
it'll be more of a traditional style stadium graduation, but each kid gets 4 tickets.
Yeah.
So that's it. Yeah. And besides the families, that's gonna be
just like immediate family,
pretty much. Yeah.
And brother, sister, mom, dad.
Yeah.
Step parents, stuff like that. You'd be able to go.
Yeah. Did anybody else get an alert today that said the mask ain't gonna be mandatory anymore?
We saw that in the car.
Oh, did you get that? I got something like that today.
Ducey pulled back all restrictions.
Oh yeah,
everything. When we're Texas, we're like Texas basically.
Yeah. So, I was wondering about that. I got the text. I don't know if it was from school or what.
No, so I don't know. They're gonna argue. They're gonna Rochambeau for it and see who wins. I guess,
yeah, the mayor is she's gonna fight it to the end. I mean, I guess they said that that they're gonna do. They're gonna like if the restaurants or business
Yeah.
establishment, if they say you need to wear masks
Right.
in their establishment,
You gotta do
gotta
it.
wear them.
Okay.
You know, I just
That makes sense.
say just wear the damn thing if you have to. If you don't,
Right.
then whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all good. Go get vaccinated. That's the way to solve this thing. So get your vaccinations. And I'm gonna try and get mine next week. See what's up with that. Hopefully I don't have to duct tape a pillow around my head. I don't fall back, pass out. But yeah, so
Any questions out there for Mateo? Just throw them out there. Any information that he can tell you about his process of what he's gone through? There's a good example right here. Now's the time to ask. Any other kids or parents wanting to know? Good examples right here, and they've given a lot of good information already. So thank you.
yeah,
appreciate that.
Kristen's taking any donation like granola bars
Yes.
or ramen
Taking
noodles,
food donations.
you know, cans of Spam, whatever it is. You gotta keep you busy. You gotta keep you eating.
Yeah, and when you get out there, maybe we could do chime you in on a little video chat to see how you're doing out there in college. You know, see how things are going.
Yeah,
that would be interesting to know about.
Yeah, okay, because you're gonna have there's a few kids that are going up in that area.
Yeah,
and you're probably gonna end up playing them.
Yeah.
Like out of Rippin, you got Anton from DV going out there, and then you have who we talked about earlier, Pops? Jacob's going to Lion University.
Right.
So you guys will probably all be playing each other. So that's gonna be pretty cool right there.
Yeah, we got to keep track of all these kids and have them chime back in the hometown. Tell us how it is, how it's going on out there.
Yeah, we never asked this, but we're gonna ask you to lie on this one, okay?
All right.
Who's your favorite youth coach that you had? You
No
go ahead and
offense.
lie, it's all good.
No offense.
No offense, Jay, but I'm gonna have to probably say Big Sal.
Big Sal.
He was my first coach that first year of football, and I feel like he really had a good impact and positive direction on me in that first year.
So senior, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That man right there, I have a lot of respect for him, Mr. Sal Polanco, and also for Ron Huerta. Those guys, like, I went to Sal's house one time, and you gotta. That's no fair. He's my uncle. Hey, so no, like you go into Sal, if you're gonna ask him something about football, you better have time on your hands.
Yes.
Because he's not gonna half-ass it.
No.
He's gonna go from A to Z. He's gonna cover everything in between, and he has binders like this thick. Binders for whatever you want to do, right?
I was gonna say I've been on his staff and I've sat at the kitchen table and we bought the binders out and we've talked shop for just it seems like days.
Yeah.
And it's always something different. It's always something. He's always got a different angle. If you have something like something that you can't grasp, you can ask him and he'll flip it and be like here, like, and it's like click, it's like a light bulb.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And that's one of the things that these guys, some of these coaches that I see get away from. You know, you got new coaches and they're not willing to sit down and listen to one of the elder coaches that have been around, the senior coaches have been around for a long time because they think they know everything. And I'll tell you what, I've never had a boring conversation with Coach Sal. I'm sure I'll be at his house soon enough because I got some other questions I gotta ask him. But like he's gonna thoroughly give you the answer and show you what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, big shout out to even Coach Ron Huerta. We walk around with 181 plays on a wristband, but we can call it any one of those 181 and the kids will know them because you teach it. You teach it. So
another question, Christopher, how much you benching?
My bench, like I said, sophomore year I got the shoulder injury, and then COVID just kind of really hit me down. So right now I'm about 185.
Okay.
185, 190 right there.
Just working it out.
Yeah. I'm mainly legs. I just hit 405 for my deadlift and 315 for my squat. It's been really hard with COVID to like find a weight room. Like I have a little bench rack, but it doesn't go past like 130.
Yeah.
So It's
And you can't find weights, or during COVID you couldn't find nothing.
Oh yeah.
You can find them, but you're gonna pay
yeah.
more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
That's messed up.
People were putting stuff out there, man.
They're still putting them out there.
Yeah.
It's like $5 a pound.
Yeah.
I
Another-
tried looking.
Another
Yeah.
question: what's the young man's workout schedule? Also, with school, how does he juggle everything?
So right now we're in track season. So we have practice every day. From like I think it's like 3:50 to about 6 o'clock. So and then I also have a lifting class in school. So I'll go to school in the morning. I'm a senior, so I don't have a first period. I don't have a sixth period, so I can show up late. And then I go to my classes. At that last class, my fifth period is my lifting class. So I'll do the workouts in there, and then we go to track, and they have another workout which is mainly more for like speed stuff. A lot of time it's like sleds, stuff like that, and like basically training your acceleration.
Yeah.
And so like right now that's my main schedule. Go to do all that, and then at the end of the night, sometimes depending on my schedule, I'll go to work and then work until like 11 or 12 sometimes, or if I'm closing till 1 a.m. and then go home and just do it all over again.
Yeah. Ever having like any extra chalupas? Just give your old coach a call. We drive straight down Oracle.
You asked him about his little makeshift stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You make your own food over there?
Oh yeah. So
It's custom ones.
oh yeah. Right now, well, we just got rid of the nacho fries or whatever. But
Yeah.
if you ever the quesarito, which isn't technically on the menu anymore, but you can still get it. I'd put the fries in the quesarito. And
Let me get a pen.
well,
Order this.
they have it with the potatoes. They have the potatoes right now. You can do the same thing. It's just not the same.
And let's bring our special guest out here who's a big fan of the cheese fries. We'll bring old Pops over here. There's
my
my
daughter
son.
too.
Come here, Pops.
I just found out they stopped doing
Come over
that.
here.
And the cheese puffs, the cheese, the cinnamon.
Oh, the cinnamon.
Puffs.
The cinnamon delights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taco Bell, if you want to sponsor the show. What's up, Pops?
What's up? This is Pops right here. The biggest number 4 you're gonna see out there on the line.
Base number 4.
Be playing 13U right here.
Say what's up, Pop?
What do you want to tell them about push-ups? How important are push-ups? Stay over here. Right here.
Especially like with the situation where you don't have the weights and all that. Body weight is a good way to like build your arm muscles and get stronger in that aspect, and it directly correlates. I've noticed it directly correlates. You do push-ups, and then you'll start benching more, because you're building that muscle with your body weight. And naturally, the more you weigh, the more it's gonna build transition. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. And so it just kind of directly correlates with all the other stuff with your bench and cleans and all that.
Yeah. Do your coaches get any meaner or any easier in high school?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It doesn't get any better, trust me. If anything, it gets worse.
Yeah.
They open up their vocabulary a little more for the older kids.
Yeah. It's French. They like teach you French and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all good.
Message.
Yeah.
Another question.
Yeah.
Who's your biggest motivation off the field?
Oh, it's gonna be like probably my dad. I know he catches every single track meet, and I wrestled in 7th grade. He caught all those. He got all the meets and all the games. I know my mom too. She goes to a lot of them, but with her work schedule, it's not as easy for her to get out and get all the way across town in time for them. Yeah. Especially with I have a 5-year-old little brother that runs around. He does like karate and all that. So
yeah.
If you were to get in trouble,
how's his kicks?
He's 5, so
he's working on it.
Oh, yeah, he's working on it. He tries. And
yeah,
it's a real pain. I was gonna ask a funny question. But like, if you were to get in trouble right now, would your dad pull a belt out on you?
Probably not.
Probably not. No.
Probably not.
He goes, I got a bat in the car.
We'll start with the head slap and we'll work from there.
It starts with the head slap. Yes.
So when are you guys graduating? What date did they come up with?
22nd, I think. May 22nd. May 22nd.
On Saturday?
No,
it's a Friday.
I think it's a Thursday. I think.
Pretty sure it's a Thursday. I have it in my phone, but
yeah, that's my birthday. That's my birthday that day. So
Any plans for Easter?
I think my mom's got something planned. I'm not really sure. She texted me. I just gotta go back and figure out what it is.
I just found out it was like next week or something like that.
Easter
Yeah.
next week.
I didn't.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah.
I might be in trouble.
The Dr.
I forgot to put it
Peppers
there.
are on ice.
dang.
Yeah, I gave up soda for Lent, and
Well, during
that's
weekdays,
been rough. But I got over it. I got over it already. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. So
Saturday.
the 22nd is a Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah,
And then
that's my wife.
Let's see here, Lorena.
somewhere.
Shout out to Lorena.
Hello.
When you sometimes find the free time, what are some of the things you like to do?
So
TikTok.
Are you a TikTok kid?
I'm not that bad. I don't make
Yeah.
videos. I just watch them.
You just like you
I'll
like.
just scroll for it.
Yeah.
Corvette. No, I don't make TikToks. I just watch them. But so I know I have some friends where when I'm at my mom's house, mainly we'll play the video games. So basically, we'll bounce around until we get bored and decide to go to bed. I know we play a lot of like Call of Duty, Rocket League, Minecraft, stuff like that.
Gamers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gamers,
So that's a lot of my free time, especially like it's mainly at night because when on weekends I normally close. I get off at like 1 a.m. I go home, get home like 1:30, 2 a.m. and
Right.
I'll sit down and we'll just get on and we'll just play for a little bit, relax, all that.
Still gotta be a kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you gotta enjoy it, and now hopefully everything, like I said,
Or if you're like
Yeah,
him,
or-
he doesn't get out of it and plays Call of Duty on the couch while everyone else watching TV on his phone.
who's better?
What else does he
Oh,
do?
definitely. He, just plays, he
Who's
plays
better?
mobile. He plays mobile. So
Oh, okay.
I play console.
I'm a phone guy. I can't.
Okay.
I have it on the console. I can't play on the console for some reason, so I just play on the phone. I stick with my best.
Awesome, man. Good
Tell
stuff.
Angel to do the renegade.
What
the hell is a renegade?
Honestly, I haven't seen the Renegade in forever. Yeah, it's like Renegade. Yeah.
Was that a
Pull up
dance
video.
or what?
Pull up a video.
Pops, go here. You know
What
is it?
No, just pull up a
stand up
video
and
so he
do it.
knows.
No, so I can see what it is.
You
Just
gotta
stand
go
up.
like-
You're not on camera.
Oh, that's
you gotta
cool.
go like,
I ain't doing no damn renegade, Jay. What the heck you talking about? We're gonna have to bring Jay on to do the renegade.
Yeah, good stuff.
We're just gonna have to pop the chair up a little higher. But yeah, man, that's some good stuff, man. Is there anything you wanna say hi? You wanna say hi to anybody, or out there watching the show, or you want to send a shout out to anybody? We'll wind it up right here.
I sent a few texts out before getting on, so before coming over here, to some of my friends. One of my friends, Pete, up in Flagstaff, told him to get on, or told him I sent him and told him to get on. Don't know if he's watching, but. And then my other friend Adrian, I told him I don't know if he's watching either, but.
Is that him right there? Peter Stoker?
Oh yeah, it's Pete.
Yeah.
What up, Pete?
What's up?
What?
Oh,
When
that's
you
a
made
cool
a
friend.
mistake on and off the field, that's one thing you keep in mind. What's one thing you keep in mind?
Focus on the next play and put it behind you and just keep working. You make one mistake, it's not gonna ruin everything. You can't let it like stay in your head and think about it.
Yeah.
You can't overthink it.
A lot of kids get down sometimes, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Because they made a mistake, but it's not the end of the world. You could always come back.
Make it on next play.
Yeah.
Adrian Adesma is watching right now.
Oh, he is watching.
So,
Yep.
That's
yeah,
cool,
you
man.
send a shout out to this guys, your
Yeah.
family.
So,
yeah,
yeah, coaches are watching
yeah.
from your school. What are you going to
Yeah.
tell them? What are you going to tell? Say the whole team is right there behind the camera. Your coaches are right there. What are you going to tell them? Give them a hard mission statement. You'd be
Yeah.
like, I'm coming. You all better be ready.
Yeah,
What do
what
you
should
got? You
they
got
what
something?
should they expect from you walking into that locker room?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Oh,
That's a good one.
who's the biggest motivation while on the field?
On the field?
Fire coaches.
Well, Adrian, it's not you. I'm going to tell you that much.
He's looking for a shout out.
Oh yeah, he was.
That's his,
I know.
that's his boy right there.
Who's one of the guys on your team that if you guys heard, hey, did you hear so and so did this? Dang, dude, that's crazy. It's funny. like who would that guy? Who would the guys be talking about? Who would be that one guy that's the craziest in the locker room, the funniest, that would do craziest stuff?
Well, he graduated last year, but that'd probably be Ephraim. He was always making jokes, and it was hard to take him seriously.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's cool, man.
Got another question right there.
That's the same one.
Oh no. What is the best show that you've ever been on?
Yeah, I see that right there.
It's got to be this one, good.
Yeah.
The only one I've ever done.
Wait, let me give you a hint. Yeah.
It's the only show I've ever been on.
Well, I was on 520 Sports Talk, but they didn't do it.
Oh, my bad.
Wait.
520.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, well.
All
right, good stuff.
Man.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for coming on the show, man.
Yeah,
thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah,
like I said, it's good to see. It's good to see our youth that we've seen grow since being, flags, mighty mites that we had back then grow, and to see you guys graduate, it makes and move on to college. It makes I'll speak on my end. It makes me all those late nights, all those people yelling at me, arguing with me, telling me how I should do this better and do that better, and that I suck, and this and that, and as a volunteer, as a president out there, to see where you're going, it makes it all worth it. You know what I mean? Like, all that stuff doesn't mean anything as long as you guys are doing your thing, and this is all you. Mm-hmm. This is all you, your family, and where the way your family set you. And your hard work, I applaud you for what you've done.
Absolutely,
so
all the sunburns.
All the sunburns. Yes, all the sunburns, all the unpacking the snack bar, packing the snack bar, all the extra nachos that stayed over and we'd eat them. We'd have
setting up chairs, pop-up tents,
adult beverages
afterwards.
But no, it makes it all worth it. I'm so happy for you, Ollie, and your family. Okay, and to see where you guys have put Taylor in the right spot, and he's flown with it. Absolutely. So congratulations, and I wish you guys the best out of everything.
And part of me would also like to take a minute to thank. I know when he plays ball and as a person, he carries the Raiders as a whole. That's where we come from. But he carries anybody who he's been on with. So I personally want to thank Angel as a president and as an example of everything. Sal Senior, Sal Junior, Coach Jay, Coach Frank over in Texas. Yeah. Coach Ron. All you guys are a part of him and a part of how he does and what he does. And I want to say thank you. Because again, we're all everybody's volunteers. Yeah, it's all a volunteer. There's no glory to this. There's no nothing to this. It's just it's another day. We go up and then that's it. And I want to say to everybody, thank you.
Well, it's family. It takes a village, right?
Yeah.
It takes a village. You got a hell of a village right there. You take care of them, and like I said, you keep plugging away, and we are always here for anything. And hopefully, with your communications, you come and take over this show.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Yeah,
man.
so
very good.
But
cool. Well, we did it. Here's another episode for everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Maybe you should be an all-star, man, and watch you on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be something, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be out there and let's say just have fun, enjoy it, man.
Just work hard, man. Work that body out. Man, perform out there. Beat everybody out for that position.
Yeah.
Just get to playing.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows? You might make it to the NFL. Oh, who's your favorite NFL team?
Raiders.
Oh, the Raiders.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of ironic we ended up playing in Little League for the Raiders, but the Oakland Raiders.
Yes, sir.
Was Oakland, now it's Vegas.
Vegas
Raiders.
You
said Raiders.
Yeah.
I did at first.
Beautiful stadium. It's a beautiful stadium.
Oh, you checked it out? Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely. So yeah. Other than that, like I said, and thank you guys for tuning into the show today.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll definitely, if you have any kids or want to get on and get themselves out there and into the podcast world, I guess you would say, in the social media, right here is a good show to be on. We're going to help you out on however we got to do it. chime in, message us, however you want to do it, and we'll set something up and get this going. Special thanks also to Rodney Cox with Game Time,
absolutely.
recruiting and consulting. So get with him, and then we'll get these guys going more. So
Absolutely.
Cool, sir.
All right. Well, we'll see everybody. Thank you for tuning
see you
in.
guys later.
Appreciate it.
Good night.
And get that music going. Yeah.
Go to sleep, Jay.
He's gonna be too late now.
Yeah. He's probably walking around drawing up plays. Proud of you, huh? Do your thing right now. Alright.
Thank you.
Alright. See you. Good seeing you. Come back when you have time and you get on these little stuff that's over there.